What's up, buttercups? It's me, Amy Young. I'm coming at you with a Friday freestyle. How are you? It's nice to see you. It's been a little while. I missed you. I have to answer one of the most common questions that I get from women all around the globe who are struggling and suffering because they have mistakenly, unfortunately, fallen in love with someone who is not a good person to fall in love with, because this person either is not available or doesn't respect them or is a trash human. That's a technical term. And I get multiple emails a week from different women saying, how the fuck do I stop loving this person? Like, I love them so much, and all of my friends and my family, like, they're sick of it, and I'm sick of it, and I have to stop loving this person. This one's for you ladies, because I see you and I get it. I mean, the struggle is very real. When you are in love with a bad human, a not great human, it's really confusing, right? Because it's like, wow, this relationship is causing me so much pain and frustration, and yet I keep going back for more. What the F is that about? So listen, step number one, we don't stop loving that person. Stop trying to make yourself stop loving them. Let yourself love them. Loving people is wonderful. I think even trash humans are deserving of being loved. I might be, on a lonely little end of the spectrum in that belief, but let yourself love this person if you love them. What you need to start doing though, and this is, in my experience, what has always been like the turning point, if I was caught in some stupid BS with someone who is clearly not a good person for me to be caught in BS with, is you have to start seeing the person clearly. Meaning you don't ignore or avoid or act like the bad stuff isn't there. Because very frequently when we're caught in that feeling of like love and attachment and I need this person and I want this person, it's because we are just invested in the story that we've built up about how great things could be with this person, how wonderful they really are amidst all of their terribleness, how much we believe that we could change them or they could change in some way, maybe eventually. We have to detach from all of that stuff, from all of the good potential stuff that might be there and all of the warm, fuzzy, lovey feelings that do exist, that it's okay that they're there, don't fight with those. We just need to start seeing it clearly. We just need to start, like, honestly taking note of who this person actually is and not just who we want them to be. Meaning if someone lies to you, take note of that, like write it down. If someone is unavailable to you when you need them, if someone goes hot and cold, like one second they're really into you and the next second they're not, if someone is an addict or is unstable or their life is going up in flames, take note of that and just be like, okay, this is stuff that's going on that even though I love them, even though I can see good things, this is also here now and we're not going to ignore this anymore. Because what eventually happens when people are able to snap out of the spell of I just love you so much and I can't stop loving you even though you're awful, is all of that not good stuff starts to become more present and apparent and really icky to us. Like, there's always an aha moment in those types of relationships. I shouldn't say always, because there are women who literally, they will stay in those relationships their entire lives. I'm talking to you women who want to detach and move on. There is a point where you have an aha and you go, oh my God, I have been thinking that you were this like amazing, beautiful, wonderful person, and actually you have a lot of really unsavory, not nice, cruel qualities that make this impossible. And suddenly, aha, I'm realizing I can't ignore that anymore. And that's why I feel like I'm going crazy and I'm suffering and I'm unhappy all the time, is because you're like not a great person and partner for me. And I've been trying to tell myself that you were, and now I'm seeing you clearly. That's all we're doing, is we're seeing them clearly and realizing all of this stuff is here and I don't like it. I don't like that you lie. I don't like that you disrespect me. I don't like that you're unavailable. I don't like that you mistreat me. I don't like that you talk shit about my friends or my family. I don't like that you get wasted. I don't like that you do drugs. I don't like that you gamble the house away. Whatever it is. The lights go on and we realize, whoa, God, suddenly I feel differently about this person. Suddenly it feels kind of easy to detach from all of those loving, emotionally invested, I want this to work feelings, because we're just seeing more clearly what's going on. I'm going to tell you a story that I think will illustrate this effect, this like aha moment effect very clearly. So I, when I was living in New York, used to go with some friends of mine after I graduated from college. We used to go to this little really tiny hipstery like nightclub in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg. And it was like, there was like a bar part upstairs, and then there was this downstairs part where if you knew somebody, like you could go down there, and there was like, it was a pretty like cramped space, but there was like a DJ and all these like crazy lights and lasers and just people just writhing together. And it was like a sexy, grungy, hot vibe. And everybody was like drinking and like just, it was just like a scene. And I can't believe that I was ever even into that scene, but there was a period of time where I was into it. And it was like so fun to just go down there and just like dance the night away and sip on a cocktail and meet cute people and make friends with girls in the bathroom. And I was like, God, this magical paradise place. I love it in here. Like, oh, this is my zone. And we would go there. One night we stayed really, really late. We stayed so late to the point that they were like, last call, we're closing up shop. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And we didn't really want to leave, but you know, like they're not pushing us out. They're just letting us know party's over. Like, you know, we got to go home too. We're working here. And we're hanging out and we're still kind of grooving and dancing and like being like, oh, okay, I guess like night's coming to a close. And then the lights came on and the music stopped and they were no longer serving drinks and people were like sweeping the floor around us. And I realized, oh, this is actually just like a really gross, grungy basement in a shitty building in Brooklyn. This isn't some like sexy paradise nightclub. This is like, ew, there's like really grody cement floors. There's like all these cracks in the walls. Like these chairs and stools are like all mismatched. And I looked around at all the people that we had all been like dancing up on, and the crowd had thinned at this point. And I was like, oh, and you're all like drunk and sloppy. And like some of these people, I mean, you know how hipsters can look. Like some of these people, you were playing that game like hipster or homeless. Like I was like, I don't even know what's happening here. And it was like, we all sobered up real quick and we were like, oh, we need to get out of here. Like this vibe is dead. Like this is not the place that we know it to be. The lights go on, suddenly things look a little bit different. But listen, there was this one girl in the corner who was convinced and committed to keeping the party going. And she still had her drink in her hand and she's wobbling around and she is like grooving to music that is not playing. And she's like, I'm gonna keep dancing because whatever. That girl is the like identity equivalent of what it's like when you're invested in this incorrect person. It's like you're ignoring the fact that, again, they lie, they cheat, they steal, they disrespect, they're unavailable, whatever it is. And you just want to keep listening to the music and acting like the party is still going, even though the writing is so on the wall and it's so clear that the party is over with this person. Eventually, we left. But eventually, I'm sure that girl realized, oh, I'm the only one dancing. Oh, the party's clearly over. Someone put her in a cab, sent her home. Her friends came and got her, whatever. But it can take us a very long time to have that moment by ourselves. That doesn't mean that you keep dancing, though. That doesn't mean that you act like the lights are down and the fog machine's going and the DJ's playing when it's not. When you start seeing signs that the party's over and that you're actually hanging out with a dingy basement person, you acknowledge it and accept it as much as humanly possible, and you remind yourself of it, because that girl in the corner is deluded and confused and sad. I have been that girl in the corner. I know what it's like. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my God, I've been that girl too. I've been like dancing even though the party's over. I have been trying to make this thing work with this person even though it's so clear that it's closing time. Closing time. There's a song about it. We have to get really, really good at noticing when the party's over. And when we catch ourselves dancing and getting caught up in the BS of, no, this is my paradise nightclub, even though it's not, we have to check ourselves and recognize, oh God, I'm doing that thing where I just ignore the fact that clearly this isn't working and it's not gonna work, and maybe it hasn't worked for a really long time, and I need to face the lack of music and send my ass home and like save my dignity and make sure I'm taking care of myself and hydrating and resting and not obsessing and fixating on keeping the party going. A party of one is a very lonely party, and a relationship won't work if it's a party of one. So I hope this was helpful to all of you. It's about awareness. It's about seeing things clearly, not lying to yourself about a situation anymore. And if you're lying to yourself, write down some truths so that you can remind yourself of them. Ask people in your life that you love and trust, tell me some truths, some hard truths about this person, because I clearly need like my heart and my soul to be like etch-a-sketched and cleared back into existence. Capiche? Cool. Heart you forever. So happy to be sitting here in the woolly mammoth chair once again. Yeah, that's everything. I really hope that you're having a great day, night, week, wherever you are. Quick heads up, cool thing that's happening. I have created this really cool self-love coaching series that I'm gonna be offering online in a couple weeks. If you've ever wanted to work with me or self-love is something that you're curious to learn some tools and skills to develop more of, I'm gonna be probably like making a video about it, I don't know, like week after next when it's available, and you can be on the lookout for that. I also want to upload something next week. Lots of things are up in the air, but I'm really good. It's really good to sit with you and see you and to catch up. And yeah, have a great, great night. And when the lights come up and the music goes down, go home. All my love. And until next time, I'll see you.